How to add text on the video you're editing using the YouCut Video Editor app. So I'll show you how to add text, edit them, also have them appear in an animated format, and a few other things. So let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you have the latest update for the YouCut Video Editor app, and let's do it. So let's say you are editing your video and now you want to start to have text appear on your video. So you want to first go to where it says text down here at the bottom section where all the main tools are. Now, when you go there, you will select text, and most likely your keyboard is going to pop up because I'm using my pen here. So we'll just put the pen to the side for now here. And your keyboard is going to pop up like this here, and you can start typing in. So you just go ahead and put in the word you want to put in. And for me, I'm just going to say the word text so you have an idea of how to go about working with this. Now, once you start typing, it will appear on the video and it will appear in the very center of your video. So while in this mode here, where you can do all the changes here, you can expand the size of it, make it small. You can place it to wherever you want it to be on that video area here. And with that said and done, now you have the other options as well. So for example, let's just say we want to change the style of our text, right? So you want to go to where it has the two A's right there. And this is going to let us choose a different font style. And if you just got the app, you can go ahead and install some free ones. It will prompt you to play an ad and just let it play and then come back and you can use the text, the new font style text here. Okay, so let's just say we decide to go with this one here. Once you make your selection, you have the color option here. Now in this area here, you have the text area, the label area. I'll just bring this up a little bit so you can see what's going on here. So text, label, border, and shadow. And for the text, it would be the color of the word itself. So maybe you wanted your text to be in a lighter color. The label is basically the background, which you can insert something like this here, like that. Notice how it created that little label there, like a rectangular shape here. And the border is what's going to be the outline of your text. So if you want to add an outline on your text, you can select a color like this here. And this is the width here. This is going to be how thick that border is. So for example, if it's too thin, it'll look like this here, and making it very thick will make it look like this here. And it depends on the style of font that you choose. So you now also have the shadow effect, and the shadow effect, you want to pick something that stands out different from the opposite color here. So notice how when I add that in there, you have the blue there. Notice that kind of shows right there. And then you got it appearing like this here. That's just your shadow effect, just basic stuff here, and the blur effect as well, making the shadow much more on the blur side than a concentrated shadow, if you know what I mean, okay? So if you do decide to go back and change the text color, you can tap on text here and select a color that will stand out better, all right? Now, other than that, you have your animation here. This is your animation tool here with the star there. And instead of just having your text just so boring, let's just say it's right there and it just pops up there, you want to have it like flash in an animated format. So maybe you have the slide from the right to left here, which is the slide L here. And then of course it's going to appear like that. Notice how that kind of slide in there. And if it's too fast, you can use the time area and increase the time to kind of play it a bit slower. All right. So it's just going to keep repeating the animation to show you how it looks. Now, other than that, you have this here, these two right there. When you tap on that there, you have the space of your characters here, which is the space between the letters. You also have the line. The line is this here. So I'm going to go in here and press enter, and I'm going to type the word text again, just to give you an idea of how the line looks. So when we go to line, this is going to be the space between the two words. So I'll do like this here or like that. Okay, notice how that gives me some space there. I'll bring this down in the center so you can see it. So when I adjust this here, this gives me more space between the two words like this here. Okay, and on top of that, you have either the text appearing from the left to right, the centered, or into the right to left. And of course, you can keep that there. The transparency or opacity here, that's going to be how visible it is. And once you adjust this here, notice that it fades everything, the text, the border, the outline, and the label in the background here as well. You also have the ability to make your text in a bold form, the italic, underline, and the two A's is basically all caps like this here. All right. Now, let's just say you're done with all these changes here. You made your animation, all that stuff, and you press a check mark here, and now your text will appear like this here. And maybe you want your text to be placed somewhere else on the video, maybe from over here to the right side, and you don't want it in this part of your video, not within the beginning time, maybe to the center. So notice how that fade there? You're gonna hold it down like this, and then you're gonna drag it over to the next part of your video until you reach the point where you want it to be. Okay, and on top of that, you can increase how long it plays. Usually when you insert a text, it's always about 4 seconds long, it will show. But if you want it to show longer than that, you can pull on the tab here from the right side there, or on the left side here. You have either two options here. Notice how the time increases there. It's now 5.6. And also you can decrease it by bringing it back down like this here. So you can make it a shorter time period. Now, let's just say you made so much changes to one text and you want to use the same edited set of text here someplace else. So you can tap on it once, these tools will reappear again, and you can bring them over here, these tools here, and you can copy it, and you'll get an exact copy of what you just did. So you can pull this away so you can reveal the other one, and then you can hold it down and drag the copy text into another part of your video, and then that's going to also appear there. All right, and that's that for this guide here. We're using the YouCut editor. Again, make sure you have the latest update to get access to all these tools here. Like and sub.